Everybody check it out. That's right, we've got the Durafly 1100mm T-28, the newest US Navy scheme. You can see here on the box how awesome it looks. 43-inch wingspan and 130mm length, flying weight of 1460 grams. Here you can see the motor, ESC, 10-inch prop, 3-blade. Battery requires, says a 4S 2200 here, 30 to 65C. So let's see what's going on in the box, because it doesn't say much else on the outside. See, it's packaged well. Everything's taped in. Pretty excited to see that, how that works there. Taped in pretty well. We'll get this unboxed and we'll be right back. Okay, here's everything out of the box. Unpackaged, unwrapped. Everything came in perfect shape. I didn't really realize it till now, but it actually has LED lights on it. The wingtips, there's one over here on the fuse wingtip. I believe there's one on the bottom. Pretty awesome. You'll notice in the canopy here is a big spot for the FPV stuff, which it comes with this mount. I'm assuming you put your pan and tilt on that and it comes up from the bottom and screws in, because underneath this big hatch you can see where that will screw in. Here's everything. There's your speed control, your plugs. Everything's labeled very nicely. Here's the one for the brake, which is super cool. I'm excited about that. Got good looking gear doors, big flaps, ailerons. Here you can see one of those LED lights. Very cool. Your elevators. Make sure on all these surfaces that you've, bend them back and forth a few times, make sure everything's free. You got your prop, you got your spinner. Everything is labeled. Here's your wing bolts. And you can see your gear. There's little Y's for everything. Rudder, LED, not sure what that's for yet. Elevator, rudder, aileron, flap. Everything's labeled. So let's start building. Okay, I got the flap and aileron linkages on. All you need is a little Phillips screwdriver. Put your pieces through with the dudes on the top there. And then I had to screw these in a little bit, but I don't have them tight because I'm sure I'll be finalizing it once I power up the receiver and stuff and get the servos all centered. So we'll see how that goes once we get to that point. So next, I want to do the wing first so I could put it on the airplane here, and that way it'll kind of hold it for putting on the elevator. So I'm going to do the elevator next. Okay, well, I'm just going to put the wing on first. I know I said elevator next, but anyways, there's this little hole back here. The brake one has to go through there. I shoved all the rest of them from the wing up through the front. You'll see there. So now the wing will just press on, and then we'll put the screws in. Okay, we've got all the linkages on. Got the wing on. Here's how your elevator will go. Two little screws go into here. Hold the elevators on. It was really tight to get it pushed in enough for them screws to go in. That was kind of fun. Then your rudder linkage here to get that in there. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get everything plugged into the receiver next and get it bound up and see if we can get the gear down and see how all the linkages sit. Okay, so I got the radio bound up. You can see everything working here. A couple things I've noticed. If you handle this on the ground, you want to be careful with these doors and these doors, because you can push these closed, then the wheel will try to close on them. So you want to be careful. Now these ones, watch how they operate. It's all about hitting that pin. So if you push it on accident, touch it past the point, it'll freeze one up. So you want to make sure not to touch that when you're on ground handling it. Otherwise you're going to have a problem. Otherwise it works good. Okay, so here's everything in here. You'll notice the lights aren't working yet because I'm kind of out of channels here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to get another Y, and I'm going to have to plug the LEDs into YM probably with a rudder or something. And then the brake, I'm going to have to get an extension for this one because I have one port left. I never plug anything into a bind port. That's a no-no. But I just got this receiver in the mail Friday. I'll put a link to that down in the description. It's got the longer antennas. We'll see how that works out. But so there you go. I'll be powering it with my trusty Nanotech. Oops, get the reflection off here. Had good luck with those Nanotechs. So anyways, there's that. I just have to calibrate the motor and figure out where I want to put the speed control and balance it. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I did plug in the LEDs just to kind of show you guys here. So you've got the red one. You'll see down, you've got a red one on the bottom. You've got a white one on the top. You've got a green one over there. Those lights will look really great in flight. Can't wait to fly that. Also, just to show you guys how that air brake works. It's on aux 2 on mine. But pretty cool. I'll probably slow it down a little bit so it's not a shock, but neat feature. Okay, there it is. I got the canopy on. I did actually put the FPV stuff in there just to kind of fill that hole. Got the spinner with the spinner nut on there. It's going to look great.